And we're live. How's everybody doing? A little bit late today, but I hope you guys are doing great. Just been getting warmed up this morning. How's everybody doing out there? How's the Soul Fam? I hope you guys are doing good. Um, really important stuff to talk about today. I hope that it comes out right. I honestly have no plans. uh, because it's coming full circle. So happy Pisces season. Happy birthday to all the Pisceses, the Pisceans that are out there. Fish. Um, a lot of stuff going on with the energy. Let me get some water. Because every time Pisces comes around, we start the new year. Um, I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm thinking of it right. I don't know. I'm not Mr. Astrology, but I think Pisces is like the 12th house or something. Isn't it the last one? I totally want to look it up right now. Pisces house ruler. We'll say. Yeah, in the 12th house. Hopefully that just doesn't mean something recent. Right? Pretty sure it's in the 12th house. So it's the ending, right? We got to remember that too, for us, because we tend to do with the Gregorian calendar, it's all the dates, our New Year's are on January, right? But the reality, the truth is, the new year doesn't start until the spring actually starts. We're still in winter all the way through January, February into March. But for some reason we just, we're gonna change it like they change everything. So there's a lot of stuff to really get into today, but it all kind of sums up again back to 0 point, like I'm always trying to do, because um, we're all just out there arguing. You know, I think that's an important thing. People say like, compromise, or oh, I don't like to compromise. Or it's like, listen, man, like if you're not trying to compromise, then you're not trying to help. You know, it's not that hard. Life is not that hard. And we talked about that on the show over. I've said that a million times. It's really not that. I mean, it's hard. Like it's not like like life can be hard, but it's like simple. It's not that tough to figure it all out, right? But everybody's out there trying to figure out everything under the sun, and it's just, let's like put it down, right? Go live your life, relax, let it go. The truth of the matter is, all this chaos that's out there, we don't need any of it. It's like drama, right? People just make drama for no reason, or people make drama because they're unconscious. And really, that's what it comes down to, is people are not conscious in admitting and facing and able to actually admit how they feel or what it is that is going on. People are faking it all the time, right? Like I pick on the ladies. I don't know if I said it in this video the one time, like you put on makeup, it's not even your real face. You're wearing push-ups, you're wearing Spanx, you're wearing like anything, you're coloring, dyeing your hair, like everything about that ain't you. Again, just teasing, because it is you. It represents, like if you like different color hair, like I love that. You know what I mean? I like a different color hair, and I like push-ups too. I mean, what am I gonna say? But let's stay on track here. But it's the concept that we live in a life where every day we're constantly trying to be something else, or we're trying to portray something else, or we're trying. It's like when you say to people, like, all life ain't about, it's not all about money, it's not about fame and fortune, and then it's like, oh, I know it's not about fame and fortune, but literally all anybody does is watch famous people, like millions of people over the world, just caring about what famous people are doing. It's not, oh no, I know it's not, we don't be famous, not what's important in life, I know, but did you watch the Kardashians last night? Right. And again, I'm gonna pick on, shout out to the Kardashians. I always pick on them as my example. What's up, B-Rave? Yeah, yo, good to see you, bro. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of stuff, watching a lot of channels, watching a lot of people, man. It's really cool because there's a core group of the Soul Tribe of us that are really dropping it like it's hot, out there, and really saying it like it is. And I think that that's That's exactly the point that needs to happen, and if I reference, I was talking to my grandfather recently, and he told me one time when I told him I was like, or I was told him I was channeling, or I kind of mentioned it around the family, right? So I'm sure they saw my channeling Lucifer video, and then all of a sudden, he calls me one day, he's like, I don't want you, because I might have been staying with him depending on the situation. And he's like, I don't know if I want you staying here if you're going to be doing all that kind of stuff, and then I was just like, again, people just, whatever people think stuff is, and so I was talking to him recently, and I explained to him, I'm like, Pop, like my grandfather's a 33-degree Mason, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, Pop, like, I know that I know what I'm talking about, even if you're not going to admit it to me. Like, he's quiet too. Like, he's a trip. He's quiet, and he will take your secrets to the grave. This man he's awesome. Like, but I'm just looking at him like, Pop, like, don't give me your, don't look at me. You're the one dude in the whole family that I got that understands this more than anybody, right? And he's like the oldest. We got him, and then we got, like, well, I'm not the youngest, but it's funny. It's just like, I need him as a black sheep, Hey, what's up, Angelfish? Love you. Happy B-Days. Hi, everybody. Yeah, to the Pisces. So it's really important because, everybody out there is just wilding out and trying to figure out this, believing in that. Like, I was watching a new Viking show, right? I binged the whole thing last night. And, it's just another example of, like, idolizing, right? You got Christians, and then you got, like, the Vikings, the pagans, and the, whatever. And it's like everybody's just killing everybody else. And they're not even doing it because they don't think it's the right idea. They're doing it because some God told them to do it. You know what I mean? It's a trip. It's a trip. If anybody tells you to go kill somebody, especially, it's like not even a person, like it's some voice in your head. You gotta check. You gotta be like, wait a minute. It was, I can't remember the one scene in the movie, but it was like, like the dude just got so mad and started blaming the Christians, and then he got proved wrong. It was like he was just mad to be mad, and it's, so that's why I love that show. It's really good. Like they like balance out a lot of stuff, but they go extreme when they show, like, the crazy spiritual stuff, sacrifices, human sacrifice, like what did they say one time in the show? They said, what, say your name out loud so that the gods may know your name. I'm like, they don't know his name already. He don't need to say nothing, and then they got to make the sacrifice, so that they can, go appease God or go tell the God, and I'm just like, what the like, kiss my ass. I ain't giving you shit. I ain't sacrificing none of my family or friends or nothing for your dumb ass ideas. I don't care what you call yourself, Mr. God. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a trip. The world, and then you look at the world, people tripped out. Everybody, everywhere. I hope this is going to be a nice video because I really don't feel like being nice anymore. And I say that with love. I love you guys, man. But it's just like, I'm at a point here where there's a side of me coming out that I've been repressing for my whole life, and I got zero guards up for it anymore. So I hope all my trying to be nice and be polite has given me enough practice that once this unleashes, I'll be good at doing that still. But man, I'm so over people, dude. People, life, everything. I'm over spirituality. I'm over religion. I'm over politics. I'm over everybody. I'm over myself. I'm over why I think I need to be here and what I think I need to do. And then when I do something and then it doesn't turn out, and then I say, okay, was I supposed to do it still? Guess what? I don't even care. I don't care anymore. Like, I don't know how to express this level of not caring, that it can only be understood as a 0 point energy. It can only be understood that we are beyond all of this stuff that we keep doing. and we keep saying, and we keep perpetuating, we keep arguing about, and we keep doing blah, 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 and we're all over it, and we all know, and we all feel the same way. Like, it's all of life, hundreds of thousands of years, but we got this. Okay, well, I don't know what you got, but I'm still not impressed. So love you guys. Anyways, let's just keep going forward here with the energy. I don't know what's going to come out. Love you guys. All Father don't give a fuck. Neither does Michael. I never have, right? And that's the joy of it. Not, what does it say, right? Penny Lane, Almost Famous. When you don't care or you don't take it so serious, you never get hurt, right? That's saying, right? So, but that explains the duality. When you can meditate on a 0 point and you see and you understand, like, big picture, right? You realize this petty shit is stupid, right? But then we have to go through the petty shit in order to get out of there, right? So how long are we going to do that for, right? And how do you leave it? Well, you forgive it. What does forgive mean? To forgive means you let it the fuck go, right? Where all your spiritual, all your religious, all this political shit, you know what I mean? And it's gonna take time, right? I wanted to title this one like "Being Before Your Time," because we in the spiritual community, right, we're before our times. Everybody, way showers, whatever, right? It's why we're just like sitting there like, oh my God, come on already. Come on, people, come on, right? Being before your time. And then now getting to see the world catch up to where we're sort of at, where we've been at for a really, really, really long time. But most of the world is still being convinced that they don't know anything, right? Because you're born and then you have to learn. And then you have to learn what we tell you to learn, right? Or what society tells you to learn, right? That ain't got nothing to do with the spiritual path. You know what I mean? The spirit, the soul that is you that came in here to do something ain't got jack shit to do with what I wrote something down about eating, right? Because I'm watching Vikings, right? They grab meat and they just eat it. And then once the bone, spit it out, right? And then, but what do we got? We come into the world, the societal world, right? The civilized world that says, use 13 fucking spoons, 12 forks, 2 different knives, 3 different plates. Like, what the fuck? Like, what does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? Why? Like, what is that? What is your purpose on life? Like, you know what I mean? To make people act like this. Well, guess what? That's not life. So bye-bye, right? Everyone, I'm so done. I don't even know how to write all this down and get all this out there, because there's only one way to say it. Oneness, right? Big picture. Get over yourself, right? There's small words and they mean so much more. But, and I'm one who blabs all the time. So I've done the words. And then what do people a lot of times say? Oh, it makes it more confusing. And I say, well, it can. Right? Or we could just start being honest and not scared, right? But that's the other thing too. Like I said, is everybody's scared. Everybody's living in fear. Everybody's trying to be something out there, right? That they aren't already, or they're trying to find a way to be, I don't know, man, something that they already ain't, So where's the acceptance of yourself? Where's the acceptance of the world, of other people in the world? We all say yeah, I accept you. But no, once we realize, right, we got zodiac signs, right? Okay, we got every single element, right? Every single piece of the oneness, okay, that equals. So we're naturally not going to agree on every single level, right? But they say like attracts like. I'm just like, no, it doesn't, man, because everyone I've ever attracted does not understand half the shit that I'm talking about. Shout out to the Soul Tribe, besides of us, but it's like, and I always understood that in life. So, okay, we have differences and okay, we're going to think different. That's fine. So what does that mean? I respect that. I don't expect us to be all thinking the same. And I want to know somebody who has a different perspective than me, because we grow, right? But instead we live in a world where, we go to war. People say, oh, don't compromise because then you lessen yourself. No, you don't. moron. It's called being nice. It's called making the world. It's called, you know what I mean? I would take a lower level win-win for both of us than like, I dominate the world and you suffer. Haha. You know, like, because I winning. Everybody, this whole society shit is mental. Everybody's got to stop trying to win all the fucking time. Everybody's got to stop trying to be successful, whatever the fuck that means to everybody. Everybody's just got to calm the fuck down and stop trying to do shit. Just go be happy, right? Go play music, go draw, go paint, go for a hike, go do what you want to do. That's all life is about. That's it. That's it. Stop, right? Second, somebody, I want to dominate the world. I want an empire. I want to grow this, man. You guess what? I don't want you. I don't want you to grow nothing. We got too much shit out there already. Why are we so confused, guys? Too much shit out there. Too many choices. It's not healthy. Right? But that's shout out George Carl. Sorry, I'm going off. I got to calm down. It is Pisces' birthday. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Naveed? Long time no see. DNA, blood, bone. Yeah, Vikings. Yeah, Vikings is all just the whole show. Like, I love it with all my heart, but I completely disagree with, like, you know, everything basically, except for like how they're, you know, about like, you know, they really honor their family, and you know, I like that kind of stuff. That's cool, but you know, it's like how are you gonna, you know, this idea that we have to, like, you know, burn a sage, you know, and again, it's not like sage doesn't clear energy, because everything is energy, but it's like, well, what's a good way of putting it, right? They say Spirit says focus on your intentions, right? Okay, so what did I do yesterday? I went over to like switch something, or like grab, or I clicked on my phone on something, I can't remember what it was, and or turn the light on last night or something, right? And whatever I was trying to do, it just didn't work. Like, I tried to flick it, and then it flicked, but it went back off. Like, it was like the power strip. So it like went halfway and then it went back off. Or I don't know. It was just whatever was happening, right? It was just silly. But I laughed. I just literally tried it like 2 or 3 times, and it just wasn't working. I wish I could remember what it was. And I just dropped it. I'm like, fine. I don't even care. I really don't care that badly. Like to have light in this house. Right? I like natural light anyways. I don't want light bulbs on in the first place. But it was like, and I'm cracking up because of Spirit, because I'm like, you guys always say us to focus our intentions so we can create. It's like, listen, all I wanted to do was turn the light on, but somebody's got to be fucking with me all the time. So what? I'm fucking done. I'm out. Right? You want to talk about how much the light is here to help? No, you're fucking not. And if you were, it would have taken how many hundred thousands a year? You know, it's like the idea that, you know, tyranny shows up in the world in the future. Oh, so now you guys come back. Oh, okay, well, geez. I mean, you know, because listen, all the gods I've ever heard that we have just love us so much, you know, and then it's like, and then it's this concept that it's not about God, man. It's just people. It's me and you, like being, you know what I'm saying? Aliens, advanced beings, right? They're like you and me. They're beings. They're not walking around in like this fucking, like, you know, heaven type shit, you know, where it's like it's just another reality. We got to realize all of the God shit, all of the religious shit, man, comes from higher dimensional fucking beings. Somebody came down and gave you fire, right? It was an alien. He just knew how to make fire. That's all it was. You know, even when you channel, and this is the reason why I say these things. I know that what I say could be perceived on all different levels, but I'm saying them because I'm very connected to Spirit, soul, God, whatever, all of these people that we all want to worship and idolize and call all these things and act like my life isn't good because they're not here, but they're always here. So what are we doing, right? You know, this is all about you. That's the biggest thing. One of the hardest things people are probably going to come to realize. It's all about you, right? Like when you speak with God, okay, source creator, your original creator, your soul. You know what I mean? When you sit with them, right? He's not going to say, you need to do this. You need to do that, right? What is your belief? Why do you believe you need to do something? Not what do you believe you need to do? Why do you believe you need to do it? Because society told you to do it. 9 out of 10 times, we got it from this place. Why do you need to be spiritual? Because you're not. Oh, says who? Society. Right? Why would you ever think you're not spiritual? You can feel it within yourself right away, every single second of every single day, because it hasn't gone anywhere. This doesn't believe, right? Or doesn't know, or doesn't experience, right? And this is what it's all the magic's real. It's not, it's not fancy. It's not, we got to get out of this star-spangled fancy shit. Oh, you're famous. No, he's not. That guy is just a guy. Like, that girl is just a girl. Like, I don't even know where to start with what I got to say. So that's why I just got to blab. So I had to come on. I almost didn't want to come on. And then they're like, you got to go blab. I'm like, for what? Because I don't care. I used to argue with them too. Right. Friday's Friday. Is it Friday? No, it's Sunday. That's why I'm on. Oh, man. Yeah, it's like everybody's just arguing. And then what happens? Like I said, Idolize, right? Vikings comes out, $20. I'll bet all y'all, you're going to start seeing the buns. You're going to start seeing them again. When the first series of Vikings, not this one, the Vikings on his, that came out, all I saw in town, all of a sudden, shaved down to the bone, long ass beards, bun in the back, straight back. I seen like 7 of them in one day. Like, it was just like in different stores, because I would travel. So it was just like, so now we're idolizing the Vikings. Okay. Why are we idolizing the Vikings? Like, so now we got to dress like one. We got to look like one, right? Everybody out here is just, I don't know what we're doing. And I don't know why we think it's helping, or why we think like it's a good thing to do in life, but yet we still can't figure out how to take care of our own. You know what I mean? Like I say all the time, we got like water experts to figure out how to fix the water drought. We'll just go make a fucking treatment plan. We got people figuring out how to, green energy. Where is it? We're just, no, you know what it is? Nobody's doing it. I'm tired of like us arguing with each other. I'm tired of people getting mad with other people. I really get upset when just everyday people start arguing like with other everyday people, because like I said, we just have to be right, or we have to win, or we have to succeed, or I have to have stuff. And then you get stuff and then you don't want stuff, or it's like a relationship, what they say, when you're younger, and you're going through that, it's like, oh, I want a relation. Was it the Dane Cook? I think he did a good joke where he's like being in, what was it? One of them first, but he says like not being in a relationship is like you're sitting outside of a house party and it's like raining and you can't go inside or something. You're just like, I just want to go inside, and then you get in a relationship and then it's like, so you're in the house party and everything's going crazy and you're like, can I get the fuck out of here soon? Like, when can I get out? I think I butchered it, but it's like everything is duality. And until we realize that we're living in duality and what you want, so people got to realize what they really want. There's so many people who don't really know what they want, because we want to experience life. So we want to go out there and we want to see what it's like. It's like, okay, well, go see what it's like, but then don't speculate on what it could be or what it should be or what it, but that's what we do. That's what people do all the time. Oh, if you're like this, or if the world was like that, or if this did this way, it would all, no, listen, what we need to do is put it down, quit trying to fix a place that is already created and is already in creation and in the process of recreating itself, right? With like all of this, right? Like half the science we have, we don't even need. Honestly, and it's all crude variations of higher dimensional science, like, that we're getting. So we're like trying to put together the pieces of the puzzle and we don't even have all the pieces. And that's why we gotta talk, come together, shout out. All right, thanks for coming, guys. I love you guys. Like all the time. Seriously. You know, that's unconditional love, right? Like I love fiercely and passionately, but that's just as equal to how much I will not give a crap if I'm getting over people. You know, I don't know. That's probably why I don't have kids. And I hope I don't, because I'm not going to have patience for them at all. There's no way. Well, I probably will, because they're kids. They're the only ones that I would expect. Like, that makes sense with you. But his old ass, yeah, he needs his shit, go away. All this crap out there. Everybody's trying to figure out everything, right? All you got to do is smile and be happy. It's called the inner smile, guys. It's a Tai Chi practice or Qigong. It's ancient practice. It's one of the most powerful practices that you'll ever experience on your Qigong journey is the inner smile. All right. You smile inside yourself, not overabundantly, okay, not under abundantly, okay, because you want to stay in balance, but you're choosing peace, you're choosing happiness, you're choosing joy, you're choosing to see with an open mind and an open heart. And so it's called the inner smile. And it's a meditation that you do where you just focus on your inner smile. You smile in your body to your organs, to your body. You smile to them. You say hello. You realize that your organ is you. It's a part of you, and it needs attention. Why is everybody get old and then their bodies blah, blah, blah? Because you stopped paying attention to your body. You stopped caring about giving it what it needs. Because what does your hip need? It needs just rotate it, right? That's all it needs. Life ain't that complicated. We don't need to make the pill that's going to fix all the things. No, you need to just stand with your feet together and roll the hips around, do a little like this, why is my neck hurt? Go like this. No, but nobody wants to do that stuff. We got to argue and we got to try to do this and we got to try to do all that. Life is so simple, guys. It's so simple. And the stuff we involve ourselves in learning is supposed to be fun, right? That's how we come together. And the funness, the things that we're doing. Currently channeling or doing like a Q&A. The thing about channeling that people need to understand is you're always channeling. There's never a time that you're not channeling. But yeah, if you have a question, man, I'm here for whatever, man. I don't limit my shit. Like, this is the whole point. Everybody, if you want to come to, we're all trying to get to 0 point, to center point, and everybody's doing this over here, going that over there. What's this over here? What's my shadow look like? What's this over here? What's that? No, shut up. Tell them all to shut up with all their ideas, putting in here what you think you need to do and what you need to do. And tell them all to shut up and stop and have no thought whatsoever. Then do what you want to do. We live in a world where it's not about you doing what you want to do, because that's not important. You're supposed to do what other people tell you to do, because that's what means you're important, right? This is the misnomer with the service to self and the service to others, okay? It doesn't mean that we don't naturally serve others, okay? That's a natural part of it. But serving yourself and you serve others too, right? Like, how long can we can go in circles for days on that one, okay? But the pressure, like, do what other people say. No, I'm going to do what other people say. Yeah, okay, sure. That's what I came here to do, right? To help you keep being crazy and being this and this and that. You know what I mean? No. I'm gonna be here to say what needs to be said, and then that's it. And then good luck, right? I love you with all my heart. But again, all people want to do is argue. All people want to do is get scared and get hurt and like they have to defend themselves, you know what I mean? Or like because I said some shit, you know what I mean? People say shit about me to me all the time. right? It's been happening my whole life. Right? Like I was too well known in my youth, too popularized in my youth, and I didn't care about any of it. Right. So I've seen people come at me from so many different angles, man. And none of them actually wanting to know. You know what I'm saying? And not none of them, I'm joking, but you know what I mean? So rare. Like, because so many people just they see something in somebody and then they want to get it. It's not about like that's why we have to be careful when we're sharing our light and our love with people. You know what I mean? It's like if somebody calls you up and then they say, right, I'll have a family member, right, and they'll say, right, they'll call me up and then I'll, it's they're stressed out, they want to get something off their chest. Okay, cool, I'm down, I love you, I want to help, right? So let's go, I'm here, right? But if there's a time in my life when they call and I'm not in the mood and I've had a long day at work, I'm trying to decompress, whatever, right? I don't want to hear it. It's not my responsibility to do that. You know what I mean? Like it's not right now. And what happens? Oh, you're not a decent person. Oh, right. Because now we got the decent people brigade coming on by, going to tell me what I need to be. Once again. And this is the problem with the war. This is why we got wars. Everybody out there with their ingenious mind thinking they know what to do, and all they're doing is causing more problems. You know what I mean? It's no. I'm Pisces season is here and it's staying all year. I'm telling you that, at least in my reality. My opinion on the Christian God, it's just a story. It's just a story. All things are energy. I hope that summed it up. Right? God is just consciousness. That's it. Right? Because how could you be God and then be mad at other people or not mad at people? Some people say, oh, God is like, good or bad, or he's indifferent, right? He doesn't care. Right. It doesn't. God, whatever we want to call it, is indifferent. Hate to break it to you. It's you who has an opinion, right? It's someone else who has an opinion because this is all already created, right? So now it's up to us to do what we're going to do within the realm of creation, which is God, whatever, consciousness, and then that's it. That's it. Like God is not, you know what I mean? This person who's gonna fucking. Why do you think every time somebody says "let the lightning strike," it never happens? You know what I'm saying? Like, because why would he do that in the first place? God is not who we think they are. Like none of them. Right? And especially when you go like, God, the only gods is element. There's element. It's like elementals. Okay, fire. Like who's a fire god? Nobody. Fire is the fire. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Consciousness is what consciousness is. What consciousness is. It's not all this shit in a book that somebody wrote down. We already talked about this on the show. Shout out Eddie Griffiths, where he's talking about he loves messing with Christians because they're easy to get. They're real easy to get. You can get under their skin real quick. He says, right, Adam and Eve came down, had 2 kids, Cain and Abel, 2 boys, and then they got married. To who? Where did these mystery people come from? These mystery bitches come from, he says, right? And then I forget what else he keeps going on about, that like the whole Bible wasn't even written by God. It wasn't written by God. It wasn't even written by Jesus. It was written by all his friends, all the people who, I knew Jesus. Yeah. I mean, the book of John. I was damn near his daddy. I was Jesus's daddy, right? The book of, all these other people trying to say they knew him, all the hype men, all the want to be friends, you know what I mean? Trying to be cool and shit. Like, get the hell out of here. They wrote the book. Jesus didn't write a book. Why are we reading and going off of a book that he didn't even write? You know what I'm saying? And neither did God. Like, everybody's following God. No, you're not following God. It's like when there was another scene in the show when they said something like do you And kings and stuff, when they say, in the ceremonies, and they say in the eyes of God, may blah 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 blah. When they say that, they're not talking about the original creator of all of our souls. Okay, they're talking about themselves. It's the elites. When they say the eyes of God blesses you, or may God, they're talking about themselves, right? It's like the concept of that we see kings and queens and we think that like kings and queens like ran everything. Now, don't get me wrong, as far as we're involved with the peasants, yeah, they run everything for us. But if a king ever stepped out of line, according to who? There's going to be a little tiny group of people. It's going to send one little tiny assassin, right? Bye-bye, king, right? There are groups of people, like out there, like the religion, right? Like the churches, more powerful than the presidents. You know what I'm saying? More powerful than, like, we don't know people. There's so much to explain. And shout out to all the truth seekers out there just dropping it like it's hot, saying whatever it is that they say. Because we ain't never going to get out of here if we don't start talking about this shit for real, right? Everybody wants it to be real. You want what to be real? Magic to be real? You want miracles to be real? You want to actually live in a world where there's love dominating? Well, get to it, buddy. I love you guys, but we have to do it. We have to do it. You have to be the one. You wanted to be the one, didn't you? Everybody in the spiritual community wants to be the one until it gets too stressful. Then it's like, nah, you full of shit. I'm going on. You said I could create stuff. Obviously not. So I'm out here, right? So it's funny. And that's okay, because there's no judgment. There really isn't. And I'll tell you one thing, if I pass on from this mortal coil and all of a sudden I find myself in a courtroom, I'm going to laugh my balls off and I'm going to walk right out. Like, I want to be like, you guys are serious, huh? Wow. Like, you guys are taking yourselves way too seriously. Because think about a lot of the stories of the, gods and goddesses. I mean, it's all just rinse, repeat, same shit. They all got hierarchies and they all got this guy who's important for this reason and that person, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's what we're supposed to have, the Zodiacs, right? The Zodiac Brave story. You guys got to look that up. No, it's from Final Fantasy. Never mind. But each person is supposed to be that individual, unique sense of themselves. And then in all of us coming together, right? That's what creates the one. But instead, I'm going to sit here and be opposite of your sign. So we're just going to argue for the rest of our life and not ever realize that we're kind of wanting to get to the same place and, maybe achieve similar end results, even though yours has to do with, I don't know, something totally different. Like I want a quiet life. You want a loud life with a lot of friends or, whatever type of, right. But that has to be why we don't get along. And we can't be friends. And then because you think that way and I don't, this is why I need to purge the world of people like you, because you know what I mean? Like, we're all like, this shit is, how does anybody not watch the news and just fucking roll their eyes anymore? Like, I don't even know people taking this shit seriously. It is not even the truth. Half of the shit that we're hearing out there, man. You guys hear about the spaceships that they found in Ukraine, that there's one in Russia and one in Ukraine? Just mentioning, I don't know, whatever. You guys can look that up. I think it was on Sala's stuff, so you can check him out. Yeah. That's why you my three. I just shared that series, Adam. What are the new movie with Ryan Reynolds? What is that? The Adam Mission of Adam Project, something like that. That's gonna be a good one. Incense candle people. What's up, Sarah? All turds need an asshole. Said it right. Excuse me. Happy soul return. Yay. Yeah, my opinion of the Christian God is he's full of himself. It's some dude who's not No. What did Eddie Griffin say too? That Jesus could walk on water, he could heal the sick, he rose from the dead, he fed everybody with bread, one loaf of bread, but he couldn't handle 3 nails. Right? Defeated. Dang. Almost had it. Shit. You know? No. It wasn't that he died for an example. No, it's all a story, and it was written that way so we would think the way that we want to think. Right? It's all programs. Everybody's got to, man, we got so far to go, yet we're so close at the same time. It's such a weird place. We say this is an amazing time to live in. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see that, guys. You know, I think it's amazing, but I'm pretty sure I'd find it amazing no matter what time or era I live in. And you know why? Because that's what I can do as a powerful being that I am. Is that I can go in these situations and find the silver lining and find the love, right? But don't you talk to me about anything. You know what I mean? So what are we here to learn, guys? We're here to become the best versions of ourselves. So when we're out of here, our bullshit detectors are gonna be unbreakable. You know, like I know mine is. Holy moly, right? Because I will listen to everybody and everybody's opinion, right? And then, I mean, 9 times out of 10, you can't go too far off, right? Like if you're talking to somebody about something, right, and you're trying to learn stuff, you can't jump way over here because they're not going to see the breadcrumbs. They're not going to know how it makes sense. So you got to stay in the realm of relative understanding, you know. And for me, I've always wanted to know more. Tell me more, right? But I think people get to a point where they hear something that doesn't work, and then they freak out. And oh my God, no, you're the devil. How could you say that? And I don't know, because I'm the devil, I guess. Thank you for your interpretation. Yeah, which is, you know, like I thought we were all here learning. No, this guy already knows, right? You know, what do they say about Christians? Christians are the first people that want to send you to hell. They're the first people that, number one, they all know that how to get there and how not to get there. And then if you don't know it and you don't do it, if you don't repent, whatever all that shit is, you're going to hell, right? So out of all the religions out there, the first one, the most important one nowadays, most popularized one nowadays, are the first people to tell everyone else that they're going to hell. We don't think of it that way. We think of it as, oh, or they try to portray it like, oh, they're trying to help and say that they're warning me so that I don't go to hell. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for someone who doesn't know shit about me or my life, bro, or anything that goes on in my mind, right? Because people want to know, we want to connect, but we're not. And it's apparent because we feel it. We feel like we're not. Look at the world. So yeah, we connect, but we connect little bit every day, superficial maybe. Hey, okay, see you later. Right? People are too much to deal with. No. If we all just fucking let it out, man, and we realize we all have shit too, like, but no, instead it's I need to look better. You know what I mean? I need to look better. I'm not gonna let it out because it makes me look bad, or I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? But then if you watch a movie, we love every celebrity who's crying, who's going through this dramatic thing, and they go through, and we love them. But if you see somebody like in real life going through, oh no, get away from me, weird. Right? Like I was saying before, shout out, homeless people or whatever, like nobody gives a shit that they're homeless, but we see it, people see it, and we cringe. Some people, or whatever. I see them and I start to cry, so I have to learn to every time I see him, I gotta no, I love you. I just want to take you home with me, and I want to give you all my stuff. But then I'll have nothing, and then it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, right? And then I say, kiss my ass, spirit. Don't give me no tests, right? Tests to see what you do. It could be an angel in the sky. Well, if it is, it doesn't need my fucking help. You know what I'm saying? What? Like it could be God. Seeing if you're gonna help them. Of course I want to help them, but clearly God ain't been living here long enough. You know what I'm saying? So no, there's a lot of stuff that we got to stop thinking that and this is the thing, that everyone else knows everything else than you do. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, the more you realize that, the more you realize you don't really know, because We don't know, we're trying to learn creation. But that's what it comes down to, is it's not some secret hidden thing that like you don't know. You can know, but you have to connect. And when you connect, you'll realize it's just you. It's just here. It's just reality. It's just consciousness. It's just energy. It's not about a judgment. It's not about being good or being bad. It's just energy, right? There's no rules. If you got rule, this is why I tell them all the time. I argue them all the time. You can take your universal laws and shove them up your hoo-ha. I really don't care. They don't help us get through any of, like, the law of vibration. So the vibration that we exist in is going to be the dominant force. Then why did we come to this place if we wanted to experience love and light? Because that's not the dominant vibration on this place. Okay, so what do? It's up to you. It ain't asking him. It ain't that. Keep asking. I've said this a million times, right? There's 80% of the dang population is praying, every night or whatever, however they pray or whatever, for better things and better life. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, Sid. Keep doing it. Wait for it to come. It's you. It's you. It's you. You have to decide. You have to make the decisions, because that's the lesson of life, is you stepping into your power. That's the whole purpose of this place. So they're not going to tell you what to do or how to do it. But if you aren't aligned with what you're doing and why you're doing it and what you need to do, this is why I've said before, shout out Master Shi, Tai Chi. He said, there's no wrong practice unless you're not paying attention, right? It doesn't matter what you know or what you don't know, or how smart you are, how smart you aren't. If you're doing something to learn and to move forward, stay focused on it and what it means for you, and keep going, and it will take you there. It's like the concept of, I need to figure this out, so I'm going to go ask God, right? Do you think God is then going to say, well, I created you and I gave you free will, but you need to do this. No, it's up to you. And that's the level of responsibility that we as a collective aren't taking on, right? I mean, we are now more, world's changing, but we haven't been. People haven't been standing up for what they really believe in, standing up against the oppressors. We haven't been for thousands of years, because we've been living in fear, and rightfully so, like justifiably so. To murder your family if you say anything, you know what I mean? Like, I don't blame my fellow humans, but we have to be the ones to stand up, right? And so this place will always be here and functioning on an energetic realm, and right, and whether it's this earth or it's going to be some other earth and some other generation, like this energy's here, and this level is always going to be here, right? And so like, we have to change that, and because it's always going to be here, it's not about coming here and then being right and wrong, and coming here and then doing. It's about whatever it is that you experience and what your journey was and who you become from it, or who you realize that you already are, right? And that's the bigger aspect of it. Once you catch up to who you really are, and then you start to see all the layers and pieces of your life fall right into your timeline, and you're like, oh my God, this is exactly why I was like this, why I was like that, why I think the way I do, why I act the way I do. This is because that's who I am, and that's what I came here to do. Like me, I want to blow this mother plucker up, but I know that that's not the good thing to do. So what has Michael always been doing? Trying to be as nice as he can, and he's getting less and less and less patient with that. That's where we go, right? It's not. That's what I'm saying. It's simple. It's not so complicated. You already are something, and you already know what you are. Stop asking me or your parents or somebody else. You know. Nobody else knows more than you know, except for the original creator of your soul. That's it. And then, soul, when they're non-physical and they can see way more. I mean, yeah, there's going to be, right? But again, I'm not asking them to tell me. What have I learned on Earth? Not to trust anybody in this mug, except for my close friends and family. But even then, if they say you're this, you're that, that's just their interpretation of what they see me as. That's their reflection in me or my whatever, right? Unless we get all complicated, right? It's not, like people say all the time, you want to be called Mike or Michael? I don't care. I so do not care. It's not even my real name, guys. Right? If you think about it, not even my real name. I really don't care. And what I would normally say, or about that, like when I was younger, I never cared. Is that it tells me more about how you think of me, right? If a guy comes up, hey Mike, well, I know he sees me as a strong Mike, right? Then if he goes, hey there, Michael, that tells me what you think, right? And so now I'm going to I'm going to run circles around you, right? You got to realize your own perceptions are trapping you. Your perception of me allows me to trick you, right? But that's only when you're aware of these things. But anyways, that's some low-key. Shout out low-key. That's my mischievous side. I am so low-key. I just don't bring him out all the time. Oh, I'm so low-key. I think we all resonate with Loki. I just don't have his, I guess, desire to be, the brother. What's that? He's like wanting to win all the time. I just don't have that, I do carry an axe, right? And cooks a fish. Yeah, I had a feeling because he's emotional when he talks. Like you can tell. I'm noticing them all. The Tai Chi master that I learned from was a fish too. The Mantak, it wasn't Mantak Chia, but it was that lineage. Whatever, going up that way. Yeah, I'm noticing fishes freaking everywhere. It's like scary. What you really, really want? So tell me what you want. Hey, Rez, how's it going, man? Blessings to you too, bro. Thanks for the love. Pay attention to the comments. Happy, joy. I feel like I'm being ignored. What do you mean, Adam? I just answered your questions. What, did you have more? No, you're the only one asking a question. I answered both of them, bro. Is there more? What was it? Yeah, am I currently channeling or doing Q&A? That was the other one. Sure, why not? That's my answer for everything. What are you doing? Sure, why not? Hey, you want to go do this thing? Sure, why not? Did you do that thing from yesterday? Sure, why not? I really don't care. I'm not here to impress people anymore. I think that's the thing. I never have been, right? And what I always find is I've always found myself saying, like, impress me, like, I don't know. And where that comes from is important. Is we all feel that need to do that. We all feel the need to succeed or to be something. You know what I mean? And no. And so we live in a world where we have entire economies and markets around people being accepted in what way or not accepted, or for how they look, how they dress, like red carpet dresses. What is that they do where they check the dresses, put the best dress, least, there's like money that's going into that. We're paying actual money to people to analyze how somebody dressed, which is literally just a matter of their opinion. And we wonder what's wrong with the economy. We ain't got no drinking water. We ain't got no, but everybody out there is an expert, and we all got to figure. That's the problem, right? Everybody out there nowadays is their own is a psychologist. Well, that's not what I'm trying to say. Okay, it thinks they're a psychologist. The only psychologist you are is your own psychologist, right? I mean, that's the only psychologist you can be is for yourself. Listen to yourself talk to yourself and see how it makes you feel and then respond. You don't even need another person because you're never alone and you can always talk to some being. Mystery bitches. Yeah, exactly. Where'd these mystery bitches come from? The Bible was written 350 years after Jesus died. Oh, nice. That's even better. Thank you for that. Well, and you got to understand, if you go back to like, okay, the Council of Nicaea, right, with Constantine, that's when they decided to make Christianity, Roman Catholic, right, at the time or whatever it was, the dominant religion in the world. And they decided it in a council meeting. Like they just picked it like a bunch of people. And then since they had the manpower, they went around and murdered everybody who didn't. Most people that were converted or whatever, you're like when during the Inquisition, most people, they couldn't even read. Right? Think back to kings and queens and lands, like only the kings and queens and the scholars could even read. Only the religious, they could. Most people living on some farmland trying to pay their levies to their kings and queens, most people couldn't even read. So they didn't even know what they were saying yes to. They just had to say yes to survive. So the idea that everybody's Christian, it's not. Right. And then the whole concept of just that concept of like, shout out to the show. I love that show. But just that concept that there's this people right here believing in this, and then there's this people here believing in that. And somehow their relation to what they believe in was so powerful in their lives that they can't let it go. And instead of seeing that same similarity in both of them, right? It's like if a miracle happens and you believe in Muhammad, oh, thank you, Muhammad. If a miracle happens and you believe in Jesus, oh, thank you, Jesus. If a miracle happens and you're pagan, oh, thank you, Odin. If a miracle happens and you're, Haitian, it's, I can't think of them, now you're a zombie, okay? Like, I don't even know where I'm going. I've lost track. I know where I'm going, but lost track is a deity. Like, hello, like what? This is why I say I'm a patterns person. I see the patterns all the time. Everyone is full of shit. But everyone will not admit that they're full of shit. And then you're mean if you say it, but then nobody can see it themselves. But then, you know what I mean? I know I'm full of shit too, because half of the stuff that comes out of my mouth is coming from this programmed place, like where I have to navigate and I have to talk and I have to talk with other people that are here and we got to figure things out. So I go back again. Why are we not trying to compromise? I don't know. Somebody's got to dominate the world so they can feel like they're right and finally be happy in their life, right? And what's the idea of happiness? We always think we need something else and then we'll be happy and then I'll have everything I want and then my life will finally get good. Like hundreds of thousands of years and nobody on this planet is getting it. And I don't say that nobody, I think the majority of the people on the planet get it, but we have controls. Okay, right? We all know this, but that's all. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's very easy to understand, right? And it all makes sense when you put it in together, right? And you're not confused about anything, right? It's not like it's easy to do. And shout out to anybody who's out there growing. We're all growing. Was I blaspheming Jesus? I don't give a shit. Jesus can kiss my black ass for all I care, right? Because he's my brother and he's going to say the same shit back to me. He's going to be like, yeah, well, your little ass don't know what you're talking about at all. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I don't. That's why I'm saying it. So why are you getting offended in the first place? Clearly, why is it all the beings that have all this knowledge and awareness are the ones getting offended? You know what I'm saying? Like by us who have no knowledge. Like, how are you? It's like I said earlier, the kid. How are you offended at the kid for not knowing? He didn't, like, you know what I mean? Like that's just like a bad parent. So what you saying is you bad parents. Okay, like how are we gonna go about this? You know what I'm saying? And who the hell came up with the name blasphemy anyways, but some dumbass guy with a pointy hat? Tell him to kiss my ass too. Jesus fuck. Right? Because I told somebody to kiss my ass, that means I'm damned to hell. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, no. And especially on this earth, as if it's not a normal everyday happenstance for us down here, you know? Like it's all, we're all for, yeah, they're all gonna hear, God forgives you. We're all gonna love you guys. Yeah, okay. But only if you do what we say. Right, sure. Yeah, that's my kind of, these are my kind of guys. This is why I'm here. Blow this shit all open, all of it. Spirituality, I don't give a shit. Everybody's right, because that's how it starts. You want to connect more to your soul, so you go to, well, who you go to, the beings that you have learned about. It's just the ones that you know about, right? And so if you're Christian, you're going to Jesus and Archangel Michael's, and what is, I've said on the show, the Sikh religion, right? They don't have Archangel Michael. They don't have archangels in their religion, right? So who do you learn from when you go to them? Newsflash, what if they're all the same shit, just with a different name? Henceforth, the name that can be named is not the eternal name. This is why all anybody needs to read is the Tao Te Ching, because it's not a religious or spiritual book. It's the Tao. Tao means the way. It's the way of the way that is not the way, right? The more you explain it, the further away from it you will get. But, everybody's got to say, Jesus is the one who made me and who protects me. And, well, what if he didn't? See, that's the other thing too. I'm watching Vikings. We got pagans over here. We got Christians over here, and they're about to go to war. Every single one of them prayed that morning to their God. 50% going to win, 50% not going to win. So I don't know. You guys keep praying and we'll see how well that goes. And I'm not saying don't pray. I mean, I ask every day. I say to my source, my spirit, my soul, I say, this is what I love. It's my intentions. I have unconditional love for the world. I hope whatever I'm saying, however I'm saying it, people are going to understand it and see beyond the words to the person and to the being. Okay. I mean, yeah, but hey, listen, I'm not holding my breath. We know this takes time in this world for people to, like, everybody's got to get schooled in order to just like admit that, like, maybe we're wrong about something, God forbid you're wrong about anything in life nowadays. It just cannot happen. Judged by God and 10,000 of his angels. Well, he better run real fast, because I don't think that they have a happy place for him if they're going to judge him. You know what I mean? No. I don't like that idea. Do you see how everything we have is a concept based on the fact that there's some people who know better and who have authority over you, whether it's a king, whether it's and look at how many shows there are where, the righteous dude doesn't win, right? Because it's not what the power was, or the power elite, or you know what I mean? Like, even though he was totally righteous, he still got his ass kicked. You know what I mean? Like, we're perpetuating a mentality and a program through all these movies and all this media and all this stuff about a certain way that everything is. God is not going to judge you the way you think he's going to judge you, right? It's just like the Ra thing with the heart on the thing. Your heart is a lips. That means you forgave. Your heart lighter than a feather. It means you're not holding on to this only way of thinking. You cannot expand out into the universe if you are still stuck mentally or physically or whatever on Earth. It's not going to work. But it's not this fancy smancy shit where it's like you have fire and brimstone. It's fucking stupid. All that shit is stupid, right? Especially if they say you're going to go where you resonate with, right? Well, guess where I resonate with? And it ain't nothing anybody out there has ever explained to me, right? Except for what I know that I resonate with inside, right? I'm probably going to go to some dimension universe that we've never even talked about, right? That doesn't have a name per se. That doesn't have a constellation or a place or this or that. You know what I mean? And I mean, obviously, it probably does because that's energy and that's the levels of awareness and creation, concept, whatever. But you know what I mean? I'm not asking you. Tell me where I'm going. Come on, man. We've all done good things in life and we've all done bad things. And we've all done them for reasons which were right at the time, felt right. And even if it was wrong, like, listen, if you're born on earth, shout out George Carlin, if you're born on earth, you're guilty, period. Done. End of story. Don't try to pretend like you're a fucking saint. Okay. Right. There's that word. Oh, yo, Jesus, my brother. I don't know. I just want to say hey to Jesus on that one. I did the unforgivable sin. Yeah, right. I know. It's unforgivable, right? Unforgivable sin from the people who are teaching forgiveness, but they have none of it for us who know absolutely nothing down here, right? Yeah, I don't know who we're listening to, but everybody's getting fucking played. Sorry. No, man, no live readings right now, bro. This is not a live reading. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. No, you got to understand, I'm not privy to tell what someone else will not allow us to tell. People aren't learning to become psychics or spirituality so that we can just tell this is what I'm talking about this whole show is that everyone's asking somebody else who they think knows more than they do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, all the spiritual shit, right? And again, I love it. I'm doing this. I literally call it a spiritual show. I'm a spiritual being myself. I get it, right? You know what I'm saying? But no, that's why you don't know, is because you're not listening. Because you know, okay, so it's kind of like, have you ever noticed when you connect with somebody and you weren't planning on it? So let's say there's two people, you know, and then you glance at each other and you see and you connect. Do you know, can you feel the difference when you're connected with that person, that it's open? They're open to connection. You know, if you can go up to them and talk to them, or if they want you to, or if they don't, you can tell, right? You need to learn how to do that. We all do, right? Because in that situation, someone else can't tell you what to do. You have your intuition. You have everything firing off inside you that knows what to do. You have to believe in yourself. It's not about believing in me. You know what I'm saying? This is what this whole lesson is. Why do you think look at the world. Look at how everything's happening in the world, where it's all of us, it's all questioning each other. We're all fighting with each other. We're all fighting each other, right? Like it's all about you figuring it out yourself, you know? Otherwise we're like, you know, get that or don't get that. Guess what? Your problem, not mine. But we live in a world where everybody's got to blame. Everybody's still blaming the world for their problems. And it doesn't mean that, like, yeah, it didn't happen in the world, you know, or from the, you know what I mean? But we got some ways to go, guys. We got to stop this. Free psychology lessons. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to just hop on and do free psychology. What do I want to say? I wrote something down. Yeah, like winning and ownership. Like on Facebook, I was laughing because, you know, sometimes you share something on Facebook and then people are like, you know, you shared that was mine. Why do we live in a world where everybody's got to own it? That was my post. Okay, you're cool. I'm sorry I didn't let you be cool. I was trying to steal your coolness and add it to my coolness. Like, if we don't start learning right, we're not going to learn right. You got to put all the shit down. Put it all down. Go outside and listen to yourself for days, because it's going to take time for all that shit that you already have the thought for when you think it. And then, oh, that's because of that, right? I was taught that. You got to let all of it go. All right. That's why we're still here. Again, that's why the world is still spinning and doing the same things that it's still doing, because it's got us all spinning. Stop spinning. Hop off the ride. Get off the merry-go-round. Go ground, right? Go ground into who you are. Not even what Gaia is, not even what stars are. Grounding into yourself. And you'll realize you have stars and stuff inside yourself. But we're learning it from the outside in. We need to be learning it from the inside out, right? And we have all the references outside of us to connect with. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop blabbering. I just wanted to go off on this one. Hopefully it was helpful for you guys. I love you guys. I hope that you're all stepping into yourselves very well. We have Pisces coming. Our Pisces season gonna be here till March 22nd, right? That's the usually 22nd solstices or whatever, or what equinox. What's the difference? I forget now. I think I'm getting them mixed up with each other. Russia and Ukraine, my opinion is that there's deeper things going on, but the United States is suffering inflation, so we need a war. So they're going to push for a reason to make people think that we should go to war. So because we need to fix it's all just for money. And then as far as Russia and Ukraine, there's shit that's going down in there, like I mentioned it earlier on the show, that if you check out Dr. Michael Salla, he's always doing exopolitics, like alien political stuff. So he mentioned recently that he's had confirmed by 2 different sources or something, I forget the whole details, but that there's arcs or there's some kind of ships or something that they found, and they're in Ukraine, and there's 2. There's one in Russia and there's one in Ukraine. So it's about control, and it's about, it's not about what the media tells us. It never is. I think I posted that thing on Facebook. Once we understand, I think people don't realize that the media is not required to tell the truth. Period. Let that shit sink in, like, really, right? But then if you ask anybody, they'll still say, "Oh, they would. Why would they lie? They would never lie." What if instead of that, they've been lying the entire time, right? Guess what? How would you know the difference? So you'd know the difference because you'd start listening to your soul. You'd know the difference because you start listening to your heart, instead of what your teacher told you was the right thing to do, even though in your heart it was not the right thing to do. This ain't about them. This is about you. This is about your life. This is about who you want to be. Right? This ain't about being somebody else. This ain't about being famous. Okay? This ain't about achieving wealth. Okay? And yes, I agree. If we are these, deserving beings, which we all deserve it, then yes, okay, right. So why isn't it here? Because of the control system. That's part of the misnomer too. Powers that be trying to make people blame spiritual shit for why shit's not. You need to do more money mantras. No, motherfucker. It's they own the fucking shit and they're controlling it. And it's always been that way. And they're not giving it to people. Why do we have homeless, food droughts? Why do we have water droughts? Because you're not building the plant. You're printing money every day, paying a guy's salary to go over the dresses that are the best dressed on the red carpet, but you're not building a treatment plant so we could drink. And you're going to blame it on some earth ecology shit. And then we got a whole school system where people are going to school getting told bullshit that this is why it is this way. And it doesn't mean that it's not bullshit. Like, the sun affects the weather, they're not, it's not like you're just learning wrong stuff all the time in there, but they're just lying. They're not telling us what it is. It's not because there's a money abundance angel that you need to, but at the same time, yeah, you need to accept wealth into your energetic vibration. Otherwise, if you reject it all the time, then yeah, no. But again, Simple. That's an easy concept. We don't need to spend, millions of dollars in reading after reading in order to figure that out, right? This is the point where reality meets spirituality, and it's not separate anymore. It's you, physical, mental, spiritual, and all, right? Now, here, now. It's not somewhere else. It's not out there. It's not only when you die. It's not some other place in heaven and then or hell. It's not. It's all a fucking illusion in their heads that they just keep putting in there, right? So I don't even know, man. I can't. Like I need to just. This is why I say like I need to talk to all of us, and I'll bring us all back home. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I just don't have the capacity to do it as well by myself without other input. You know what I mean? Because I'll center whatever you say. I'll bring it back to center. And it's going to be equal. It's going to be balanced. I'm not going to cater to what you want. So it might not feel good, right? But it's going to be level playing field. You're not going to be offended. You're not going to be, threatened, right? The only threat is the fact that what you wanted, you might not be able to achieve now because you got some shit reality checked on you, right? Or whatever. And then if you don't want to believe it, then don't, because that's the whole point. Go believe that it can be done and go do it and go see it happen. And then you prove what I've been trying to tell you this whole time anyways, is that it's up to you. Like I'm not here to bring you down or to bring you up. I'm just here to bring you back home. I think that's where we all want to be, but we forgot what that place was, because we're out there trying to make it and be famous or something. Oh my gosh, guys. All right. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it. Yeah. One day we'll all be talking about this stuff. We are. It's going to take a long time at the rate that we're going, because all people are doing is just reading reports and then talking to this expert and talking to that expert and talking to this expert and then talking to that expert. And I hope one day, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just put me on emergency broadcast through the whole world. I'll slap everybody upside the head. Figure this out real quick. Right? It's not that complicated. But the way we're going about it is everybody's reading that article, just going to school saying I got a degree, so I'm smart, and this is why we don't have water, so whatever. It doesn't mean you're not smart, but it's the separation mentality, man. It's trying to win all the time. Man, so if you're so smart, you know what I mean? What are you doing for us then? If you're so smart, right? You're so smart that you're trying to figure out how to get drinking water, and nobody ever just thought, build the plant. Don't even have distilled water already? Is there more research we need to do on water? And then that's when I'm out. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do with these people. It's like, I love all of us, but I only want to help by telling you that your head's up your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because mine's up mine too, in a lot of different ways too. Because none of us can know every single angle. That's why it should be fun that we're all coming together talking about this stuff and learning stuff and being right and being wrong and who cares, right? But nobody's the desirable male or female if they're always wrong, right? What kind of man is that if he doesn't know stuff? Or what kind of woman is she if she's just a dumb person, And it's just like, no wonder. Sometimes I think I'm the only one paying attention. And I say that to shout out to all of you guys out there who you feel the same. These are normal things that we can all feel like, right? And again, but what happens then now too on the bad level of that is then people start thinking like, oh my God, nobody gets it, right? So every serial killer thinks that they're helping the world, right? We don't need any more of these. No, man, see, because you went too far, bro. You got too hooked up and yelling at everybody. You should have just got it out, said what you needed to say, and then went on your life. like I do with my channel. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to talk about all this stuff that I see in the world all the time and just bring it back home to where it's like people just need to stop and just relax, go outside again. Dang, right? Get some fresh air, man. That's a lot to ask. It can be a lot to ask. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Let me pull a card real quick. I'm gonna do the Grand Lux Tarot. Oh no, we gotta do Oracle if we're gonna do. No, we don't know. Let's get Archangel. That's gonna be good. That's since we're talking about spirituality and religion. We're gonna do Archangels, okay? And then speak of the Vikings, Odin. Yo, here it is, right here. Christianity and pagan. Oh my God, why did I think about doing it this way? Yes. Okay, hold on. I'm staying so we can do this. This is gonna be fun. So what do the Christians have to say? I mean, no. What is divine source? Fuck. Sorry, I blew it. For us moving forward with the archangels. This is fun. Oh my gosh. Everybody's so self-important, right? Or has to be, or everybody got to stop trying to impress other people, or something. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but I know. I say that to be nice. I'm trying to level. Like I said, I'm trying to level the playing field here. Woo! That one was close. That one almost popped right out. Okay. I've like had 3 of them right now that I should have probably just grabbed. I'm just grab you guys next time you stick out like that. Okay, let's go. For the week coming up. Oh, I saw it in there. I couldn't grab it though. You would. You know what? I said in my head, I'm going to get 2 cards. So we got 2 cards. When they pop out like that, violently, that's how I like it. And not violently, just energetically, okay? Wow, Seraphina's back. We had her a couple weeks ago. Be an ambassador for Earth. Build your bridge to source. Wow, there you go. Let's drop it like it's hot. Because that's this cool sayings nowadays, guys. Or that's old school. I forget. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your. What are we doing with life? I mean, I don't know. And it's not like, we don't want to have fun like that too. But come on, man. Tune into the divine will, open to higher illumination. Is a 12th dimensional angel who shimmers with many colors, predominantly blue, and is considered to carry a masculine energy, though in truth, his masculine and feminine aspects are in perfect equilibrium. As the frequency of Earth rises, I'm reading. Oh my gosh, I'm reading the wrong. Seraphina. I thought it was a woman too. I was like, okay, there she is. Is one of the awesome angelic beings who surrounds the Godhead, carrying divine feminine light. She steps her frequency down through Neptune, the planet of higher spirituality. She does not have an etheric retreat, but can be accessed anywhere. She vibrates on every color and has a translucent quality. Seraphina helps you to open your stellar gateway chakra and assists you in building your Antkarana bridge to source. Her main mission is to overlight the great crystal chakra that is found between the stellar gateway and source. Here with Archangel Metatron, she oversees the intergalactic schools for this universe. When your stellar gateway chakra is sufficiently open, if you wish to serve as an ambassador for Earth, you may apply to attend her courses on the inner planes as you sleep. Choosing this card that you are acting, or the guidance is choosing this card suggests that you are acting as an intergalactic ambassador in your sleep or are training for this role. Yes, I am. You may even be part of the team that advises the intergalactic council that runs this universe. No comments. You are on a path of service and to perform to the best of your ability. You're reminded to keep your energy fields pure and high frequency. To ensure your 12 chakras are clear and open, suggest you follow a routine of bringing high frequency energy such as Christ light or the lilac fire of Source or the Mahatma down through them. When you become a unified column of light, mentally reach through your stellar gateway to Seraphina and let her light connect with you. And that's all. Cool. Seraphina, good to see you. See you tonight. Just kidding. And then this guy. We've had this guy too. See? Aminos. Gosh, I've been thinking about Aminos a lot lately. I'm so glad you showed up. Failure. Honor animals and communicate with different species. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I mean, humans. Yeah, we're the same. Let's see. Archangel Feliai is the glorious sunshine yellow angel of animals who's come from another universe to help animals on our planet. His etheric retreat is above Holy Island, Firth of Clyde, Scotland. He also works in Yellowstone, USA, which is a vast yellow portal for animals. Animals may incarnate him from many planets and stars in this and other universes. Just as we have to experience life on Earth in a physical body like us, they have a soul, purpose, and life mission. They are here to learn and teach with the heart and right brain. In order to ascend, you must understand and honor the animal kingdom, definitely. Archangel Feliai is touching the hearts of humanity now so that we see who animals truly are and treat them with love, respect, and kindness. You can call on him to help a particular animal or all of them. He will gather the prayers that are sent and use the energy to assist whenever possible. With Archangel Azrael, he is present at the birth and death of every creature. The guidance says this card is a request to send light to different animals and ask him for help, Archangel Feliai, to help. Comfort and heal them. You're also asked to transmit Christ's light to the hearts of people who do not honor animals. Sense or see this unconditional love entering them and lighting them up with higher understanding. Invite the spirit of an animal to come to you. It may be a domestic pet or one unknown to you. Listen to what it wishes to communicate and then ask Archangel Feliai's sunshine yellow light to enfold it. Know that each time you do this, it comforts the animal and accelerates your ascension. Yeah, and again, I'd say don't do things because they accelerate your ascension. You just do things because it feels like the right thing to do. Ascension is natural part of evolution. It's when we stop getting bogged down by all the thoughts and all the what somebody else said. You know what I mean? If you took a child who's never seen an animal get killed, 9.999999999 out of 10 are going to see that happen, and they're going to be shocked because that thing is dead now. It has no more life. It's going to scare, you know what I mean? So we definitely live in a world where murder is all too accepted. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't keep going on that one. I'm getting sweaty and hungry. And hold on, I got one more to do. So that's our Christian sides. Now we're going to go to the pagan sides and see how they're totally all different. And we should hate all of each other for religious reasons. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Sometimes I just like to talk. Like, you guys have no idea how much more crap I want to talk. Holy cow. Although I'm sure that this is a good example. This video is a good example of it, and some of you guys probably can already connect to that. Let's clear these ones. You guys need to be clear. You just drop it all over the place. We watched too much Vikings last night. I got everything to say. And then if you think of that too, it's like if you watch like the Crusades and Christianity TV show, they're going to be like the greatest people, right? Like the Christians were the nicest people. They were just trying to bring love. And then you watch like the Vikings, and the Vikings were just farmland people who believed in fighting for what's right. Everything, man. Like, everybody's getting played out there. The whole world, right? That's the big realization, right? The big joke is the joke's on you, right? Like, holy cow, that's a lot for people to swallow, and a lot of people don't want to go there, because like I said, we can't be wrong. You tell somebody they're wrong, and their whole life crumbles before their eyes, and I feel bad, but like I remember doing that with Pops one time, right? Like he said two contradictory things, like kind of back to back, and I was like I was completely confused because I was like, I don't know how to keep going in this conversation. And so I said it back to him, just repeated it. Like, I'm like, and then dude, the air in the sucked right out. You could hear a pin drop. Like, and then I had to like smooth it over by saying some more stuff. And I was like, well, because, blah, 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 but it was like, I almost broke my grandpa's like mind. Like I don't, that could cause damage. I don't know. It's like, I'm sorry that I'm here to talk the way I am. Please don't give me the wrong people so I don't crack their skulls wide open. Although that's what I want to do, but not, we have to do it gently, guys, right? Okay, well, come on already, we're doing it gently, and gently is not working, and Michael's getting antsy, this being inside of me wants to come out and play. and he's so in love with all of us and cares so much that he's so sick and tired of all the bullshit. And it ain't about just being nice anymore. It's about being real. It's about being truthful. If you're just right, like I always say, be nice. I mean, yeah, if you're genuinely nice, that's all you got to do in life. It's very easy, right? But there's more to it. Hey, Marjorie. I saw you pop in down there. What is that? All right, hold on. I'm going to pull out one last card right here. One or two? Are you saying one or two or maybe more? Three? Come on, Odin. Come on, pagans. What's the message for the collective for this week because of all unconditional love that we're all here to give? Huh? Sorry, I'm just messing with you. See, you can't be afraid to mess with spirit. Again, that's the whole point. Is like there's this ruler, right? What my favorite meme for? I said this one before. My favorite meme for God was his face in the clouds, and then the caption it said, "Worship me, so that I won't do to you what I'll do to you if you don't worship me." Okay. Anybody? It's all rulers and it's all worship, and everybody's scared to fucking be who they are and what somebody's going to think and what somebody's going to, right? Because then, of course, we live in a world where you say something, somebody doesn't like it, now they want to murder you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at no point is anybody going to see how that's fucked up. Like, anybody? Why am I by myself here having to defend myself against this guy? I'm the only one here that thinks this is fucked up, but that's the world we live in. Nobody's going to put their, right? Nobody wants to fight. Nobody wants to fight. Fucking fight for your right, man. Shit. Right? I'm about to, fighting's bad. Not when it's good. Okay? Shit. Stupid. All right. Hey, there she is. All right. We got Frigg. We're gonna read Frigg. Because I don't know all of them. I just hear the references, right? And then I'm like, oh, that's kind of how they are. Okay. Yeah, so she is a god. She is destiny. Oh, okay. See, now I'm thinking of like what I've heard from before about Frigg. So Frigg, the wife of Odin and mother of Baldur, Frigg is a Volva, a powerful shaman. She can alter the course of destiny by reweaving the energy in her magical web. Frigg is a shapeshifter who also understands how to weave energy. Here, I'll leave it there. She asks how you are feeling. And how is that energy being projected into the world? Do you feel exalted, feared, longed for, placated, celebrated, or scorned? Your energy, words, thoughts, and actions create a ripple throughout the universe, creating your destiny. Reweave your destiny and ask Frigg to be your guide. Uh, the Mercs, Dave. If you draw Frigg in reverse, yeah, it wasn't reverse. I think they both landed on the ground upside down. So let's read the reverse, anyways. It is a warning you're reckless with your energy, which has the potential for a dangerous outcome. Yeah, tell us about it. Freaking life on Earth. You are unconsciously manifesting a destiny that could bring challenging times. Oh darn! I guess I should get conscious with that. Accessing the shaman through this card suggests it is time to examine your emotional wounds. Pisces, yep, we got some Pisces coming up. Look for ways in which they connect karmically in your past lives, for this is all part of the great woven universe. By looking deep into yourself, you can alter your fate and learn to weave the future you are destined to live, right? Because all of it is just shadow work. You have to look at why you believe what you believe. It's not what you believe, it's why you believe it, right? Are you believing in God because you like gave up on life and you don't know what to do, and like, and you need a savior, somebody to come save you, or are you going to figure out for yourself what and why you feel that way and where it came from? Why do you feel hopeless? Why do you feel, like I say all the time about, because I'm here to talk about things that are jacked up out there, right? But I personally, I've met so many amazing people throughout my life, you know what I mean? Like, so it's, you don't want to subconsciously create. But in order for us to grow and get anywhere, we have to start talking about these things, and once we can start talking about these things, we'll feel a lot better and we won't dwell on them in our homes by ourselves with our own minds or something, whatever people do. Go clear yourself, go for a walk, go do Tai Chi, go meditate. It's as simple as doing some in breaths and some out breaths and in breaths and out breaths. Do a couple of them and you'll get in a flow and you'll realize like, oh, wow, yeah, energy is actually a real thing and I can make it move throughout my body at will, right? Tai Chi, Qigong, it's not that complicated, guys, but, it takes a lot of focus to learn, to shut off all the outside stuff to really get there. To be quiet, to quiet your mind completely. And then when you do that, you realize everything else that you now open your eyes, it's all some other expression, right? Like, or system, or go to school, go to work, go to this, right? When you shut it all off and you go to who you are inside, you don't care about anything, right? You realize all of this stuff that's around us is just some creation that somebody, you know what I mean? It's not even, you'll know what's for you, what's not for you, what resonates with you, what doesn't resonate with you, right? But they don't want us to do that, because then we'd figure it out. Here you go. T-Waz, Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, TLC. I got that all over the place. T-Boz, right? From TLC. Spiritual warrior, sacrifice, justice. T-Waz represents Tiwaz, war, justice, and law. If you draw this card, you may need to deal with matters of the law and remain unattached to the outcome. Tiwaz indicates that it is time to pick up your sword and cut away the obstacles that are blocking your path. All spiritual warriors understand that sometimes you can only do so much to create the outcome you desire, and then you need to just leave the rest up to the creator. You may be seeking justice, and you will have it, but it may come unexpectedly. This card also calls you to sacrifice a belief system or thought pattern that no longer serves you. Remember, the battlefield is within you, and Tiwaz has given you a sword and a shield to aid and protect you in the fight. If it's in reverse, it speaks of a great injustice happening in your life. The desire to fight and react with anger and disbelief is not the path of the spiritual warrior. Be still and check your motives. Make sure that you are not focused on the outcome rather than the moment. and allow the will of God to manage this injustice. Take responsibility for your actions. Trust that karma will always set things straight. Yeah, I like that one too. I think that's really important. Oh God, I bent it. What did I want to say on that you touched on? Yeah, the desire to fight and react with anger and disbelief. Right. That's not the power of the warrior. It's not the anger, you know what I mean? And the disbelief. It's what it is it's the focus, right? It's the passion. You fight for your family. You're not fighting because you're mad at somebody else, even if you might be mad at somebody else, right? Or something because they did something, but you fight for the right reasons, and so it's not what you believe, why you believe, how are you getting there? Okay, it's all good. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Love you guys. That's it. I don't know. I don't think. I kind of wanted to do cards, so that was cool. I'm glad it came out like that. So with that, much love, much light. See you guys on the next one. Right? Don't be fooled out there. Stand up for your right. Peace out. Love you guys.